What's poppin', people? So, I got some kind of thought-provoking I want to talk about, so this video is going to be a little bit lengthy, but hear me out. I think I'm triggered by the word gay and being called gay. Now, hear me out. Regardless of me being comfortable with myself, regardless of what I've done on the internet, on Twitter, and all this other shit, I think I am truly triggered by that word. And I know for some people that's like, how the fuck can you be triggered by something that you just are? First of all, I don't think that I am gay, for real. I'm not saying that I'm not attracted to men, but people, we have this idea, this ideation that just because you're attracted to men makes you gay. Now, first of all, there's a conversation I always like to have with people about nature versus nurture. I do believe there are some people who were born gay, and I feel like for some people it was more of an environment. Same thing with trans people. I feel like there are some, I've met people before like transition, like in high school, I've met people who were born in the wrong body. That I get. You know what I mean? And I do feel like there are some people who are just influenced. They are around trans people a lot and they get certain types of attention and they are influenced to, you know what I mean? So for me, I was exposed to gay corn when I was a toddler. I was about 4 years old, right? To this day, I always got told I was lying about it and, you know what I mean, it's my fault and all this other shit. But that has nothing to do with what I'm talking about. What I am getting at, though, is due to that experience and due to growing up in the South where I was called gay, not because I was feminine, but because I wasn't interested in football, Lil Wayne, and Call of Duty. You know what I mean? I grew up in a time where being zesty or being anything remotely queer, it wasn't funny. It was not a joke. That was a target on your fucking back. You feel me? So I got called gay a lot of times by black kids who didn't know what else to call me because I was alternative and because I was different, because I liked rock and pop music over rap and R&B. So this is a term that was constantly getting thrown at me. So, you know what I mean? Automatically, girls don't want to speak to you and people are already treating you a certain way because they're already categorizing you and putting you in a particular box. Still, mind you, at this point, a lot of this point in time in my life, I was still a virgin. I have not done anything with anybody. Now, there have been experiences in my life where I've gotten to know females and have been solely attracted to that female. Now, am I attracted to females in the same way that I'm attracted to men? No. In the sense of, just knowing what I haven't experienced it yet. And I think it's weird or it's wrong for people to still at this age try to label me and tell me what I am when I haven't fully experienced the spectrum. And then we have people in the hetero community as well as in the queer community who are trying to make this argument that, well, you just have to pick a side of the fence. What do you mean pick a side of the fence? As if B isn't by, you know what I mean? So it gets confusing. So for me, I think because the word gay was a reason why a lot of my family treats me weird and why a lot of people still don't talk to me, the reason why I lost a lot of friends, the reason why initially when I started doing music, I was a Christian hip-hop artist. As a kid with my sister, we were a Christian hip-hop group, and I was kind of forced to stop doing that because I was quote-unquote gay. Not because this was something that came out of my mouth and I said, because this is what was being labeled and thrown at me. Do you get what I'm getting at? So it's like, as an adult, I found a way, which is why a lot of times you'll hear me use the word queer. I've never necessarily been called queer, but queer to me doesn't have the same connotation. It doesn't give me the same memories. It doesn't give me the same heartache. It doesn't give me the same pain like the word gay does. Does that make sense? So for all of these reasons listed above is why I hate being called gay. I don't know if everybody could relate to this, if anybody could relate to this. If you can, would love to read your comments down below. But yeah, I'm triggered by being called gay.